Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the first episode of Dole Whipped Destination podcast with your co-host, Trent.
Tiffany.
And Casey.
It's our second episode.
I was going to say something, but I was like, I'm going to let him rock. It's our first.
No. It's okay.
Like,
I just messed up too, so it's all right.
Technically, it's our first structured episode because we have some fun things in store for you guys. So, how the heck are you? I haven't seen you in a week.
Everything's been good.
Swell.
Yeah, busy. Trying to stay busy.
Yeah. I feel
What
like
did you
same
do?
shit, different day. But,
Any
work.
fun stuff?
No, literally work. I worked a few doubles this week. So this is the fun part. This is the part of the week that we look forward to.
Yeah, last weekend we had to go to a wedding, so then had to work extra this week. So it's been kind of long, so now we're excited to be here.
That's true.
Weddings are fun. I think I saw a couple pictures of your wedding, and you guys were glowing. I'll try to insert a picture up here, but you were very stylish.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think I told you guys, but I'm seeing Beyonce in like 2 days.
What?
I know. I don't even think I told you.
No, you didn't.
I'm going on Thursday, actually. And
that's crazy.
I'm so excited. It's at MetLife Stadium.
The Garden?
MetLife. So I'm going all the way to Jersey. Okay. I'm going to Jersey. But
wow. That's going to be good.
I know. And like I've seen videos of like the beginning of her tour in LA.
Is it because you got good tickets, like price wise?
I think I spent, it was like around 200 for not the greatest seats, but like honestly just to be in the vicinity.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well, because I heard some of her sales had like, or ticket sales went down.
Well, that's when I hopped on the
prices.
Like the day before she went out at Los Angeles, I heard that they were really low. So I was like, I'm going to scoop these up. So yeah, I'll be there on Thursday. So I'll let you guys know next week how it was. Cause I'm very
love that. Yeah. That's always fun. We love a concert.
I think it's time for our first segment. So if our listeners don't know, our first segment is called Rope Drop and Rumors. And basically it is a time. This is our segment where we basically let you know any of the latest information that is going on Disney-wise, any news, any rumors, our opinions on things like that. And I'll kick us off. So my rope drop and rumor, this is actually not a rumor because it's happening right now. It is the Epcot Annual Pass Holder Lounge. Are you guys familiar with this lounge?
Yeah.
So it's open now between July 13th, and we're actually, spoiler alert,
only until then.
Yeah. So I think it's temporary. But the three of us
would do something limited like that to make us fall in love with it and then take it away.
Yeah. But the three of us will be there during that time. So
yeah, this is true.
We'll be there the week before that. So we get to enjoy it. This lounge has air conditioning, which is a hot commodity in Disney.
Yep.
It has complimentary snacks, water, tea.
That's what I heard.
It has charging, mobile device charging. So you can put your phone in a little locker. You could go walk away for an hour.
That's
come
fancy.
Back. There's also a photo pass. So you best believe the three of us will get a nice little photo in Morocco. I don't know if I mentioned that's where it is.
Yeah,
but it's in the Moroccan pavilion. So yes, it's nothing fancy, but it's something. And it's a pass holder exclusive. So if you're listening and you're a pass holder.
When it's that hot to have a place that you can go, we continuously, usually pass holders, I would say, in the long run are probably going to spend a lot more money than most people that would go. Because a lot of them are going to go, usually have like it's once a year, whatever the case may be. So I feel like that's a good trade, or at least a good kind of gift or present for us in a sense where.
Oh, and you get a pin. I don't know if I left that out. And
we got a cork board.
Well, and I heard right now they have the annual pass holder magnet right there.
Magnet?
Right now.
I got a piece of
I don't know how long that is until, though. I hope it is through until we're there.
It'll probably just be a different character. It'll just be a different character. It might not be Maleficent.
Hopefully we'll get one.
Well, you do get the pen. It's like the little pen that just says Walt Disney pass.
Yeah, but I mean like our magnets that we usually get when we go, or like last time we got Ray.
Yeah.
This time, right now I think it's Maleficent. I don't know what the next one will be.
But you can also the Maleficent one. You can also just get at the regular spot that you do right there in the beginning of Epcot.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm very excited to go.
air conditioned.
So that
and
is
snacks.
my little rope drop and rumors. Tiff,
That
what
was
do
a
you
good
got?
one,
What do you got?
Case. So mine is the new Walt Disney animatronic that is coming to
Oh,
Disneyland.
yes.
It's starting July 17th, which is actually the
Almost
day
your
before my
birthday.
birthday. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Crazy timing. That's actually my niece Emmy's birthday. Shout out.
I didn't realize it was starting that soon. I thought they were just
Yeah.
just started building it.
Yeah. So it's going to be 17 minutes of him speaking. How do we feel about it? That's really my take. I want to hear like what you guys think. Like, are you excited? Like, do you think we should
So,
have one?
oh,
There's a lot of different opinions about it right now, so I'm curious.
oh, I haven't heard anything controversial. I thought it was really cool because they're
Well, I
using
think people are just saying that it
actual.
would like be easy to mess up his facial features and things not
Oh, yeah.
syncing, but like right now they have like the newest technology to be able to do it if any time.
Well, also Tiff, he's not speaking for 17 minutes. There's actually
Yeah.
a 15-minute
Yes.
video, and
And
then
then a
he's
new 2-minute piece.
just of him talking. So I think if he was doing 17 minutes all day, yeah, things are gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
But
You gotta oil that.
But obviously it's going to be like the remastered version, the better sounding of,
But they
then
took
a new 2-minute bit.
Yeah, they took bits and pieces of different speeches he did, and that's what I find really cool. That like they pulled from archival things that he has mentioned, like random little quotes here and there, and made it into one speech. So that I'm excited to hear. I think that's going to come out cool. I think
it's
if they
almost
were to
giving like Carousel of Progress,
That's one thing I was gonna say, that as long as it goes good, because if it starts doing the whole like Carousel of Progress when they're like, and now you're joining us over, and that's one of those things where it's trying to start going slow motion. He just starts talking. Yeah, exactly.
But keep in mind, Carousel of Progress was an opening day ride.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I mean. I think the technology is going to be good now.
And I love that. I love Carousel of Progress. I think it's a great time to sit down, relax, be in the AC. I love all of it, all of the bad bits too about it. But if they were to ever change that and it would be Walt, I would be okay with that, because at least it would be Walt. You know what I mean?
Great idea.
Because now it's currently not in our parks. It's happening in Disneyland. So if this goes well in Disneyland, maybe it could come to us.
Well, also with the technology
put it, you know what I mean?
I mean, like
to revamp
the
Carousel
of Carousel of Progress too is like, with the technology they have, they could take a lot of like his speeches and everything.
Oh yeah.
And like AI, he can be the narrator of the whole entire thing, and it could just be his voice. But there's different ways to.
They would have to keep the song though. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's something that
if they ever change that,
no, it's mandatory.
Yeah. They cannot get rid of
if anything, they should get like a modern day producer to redo it and get some features on it.
Oh, but I'm very excited for that. I didn't realize it was in July. I don't know why I thought it was like years.
It's crazy that it's coming up so soon, to be honest. I feel like they just kind of started talking about it and then it's like already almost here.
Oh, that was a great plug.
That's my little rope drop.
Mine is this year is going to be the first year where Magic Kingdom is creating a bar for adults where you'll be able to get alcoholic beverages.
I did hear that. It's in Frontier.
It's going to be in Pirates. It's going to be built right next to Pirates of the Caribbean, the actual ride itself right over there. It opens this year, so that's another part of the things that I heard too. So one of the things that people haven't realized yet is coming up in the actual queue, starting I think around June 13th, you'll be able to, if you're going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, then starting June 13th, I think you'll be able to see on there that they have select dates within that time of August to October where you can pick your day to go into that bar. And the bar is called Beacon Barrel.
Oh, I think that's a great place to put it, to be honest.
Yeah. So
Wait,
so it will be open by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first hour.
We're excited.
Magic Kingdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I heard
now it's a dry park.
But I also thought it was like long ways away.
Nope, I did not. It's coming up soon, and all the families, all the parents that have to deal with what they have to deal with, not only do we salute you, but you deserve a round of applause.
Wait, where do you think it is?
It's going to be right over where you have Pirates of the Caribbean. Across from there, you guys always spoke about the nachos.
That nachos bar.
Yeah, is that not there anymore?
No, it's going to be built right next to. So okay, the better way to explain it is you know, when you come out of Pirates of the Caribbean, you can go over to where the bathroom is right there.
Yeah.
That little back section,
like
right where the bathroom is.
Over there.
So right over there, they're going to build a little extra space. That whole little area right there, that the gift shop is going to be connected and run over to where the area of where the bar is going to be. So right in that corner, you basically, if you were walking through Adventureland, that's gonna be that transition part where you go over onto the backside, which by then could be villains or could be cars at that point. I'm not too sure. I don't have a map on me.
Yeah.
But right over in that actual area is where it's gonna be. I don't know if there's gonna be any kind of limit on drinks or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know if they would do anything like that. But it would be the only other place.
I think it's just like a sit down place. I mean, there'll probably be like little bar bites.
Well,
so I'm guessing
you do have to definitely. I think it's gonna be a lot like
Oga's.
Yeah, Oga's Cantina.
And Oga's is a standing only bar.
No, this has seats. I saw.
Yeah, they have the pictures out and everything for it. But what I did hear though is there will be a certain amount of time. There is going to be a duration of time.
Yeah.
Because they know that it's going to be a certain amount of people that are going to be
in Oga's. You have 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's one thing that I know is going to be similar to Olga.
I'm kind of happy that they do that though, because otherwise
it gives everybody a chance.
Yeah.
And kind of pushes you to. I mean, when we were at Olga, we didn't need but those 45 minutes. I mean, we
left before our time was even up.
Listen,
like, I don't know how they would kick you out. I'm sure they, say it very nicely. But we had plenty of time. We both had drinks. We had appetizers. We were there for a minute.
The way they know is the same way you do if you work inside the restaurant business. It's like, as soon as that table gets sat in services, there's going to be a computer where it says what time. They probably just have a time limit on it,
Yeah.
That'll like won't ring, but it'll identify.
No, does it like maybe on like our table? Or,
I mean, if you have a bartender or server, the server's going to know this table, and this table probably has about.
There is an actual bar though. Like I think they might just do.
No, it's not just going to be that. It's predominantly on the inside. There's going to be a few seats in the middle, and the inside runs along the whole way is going to be majority bar, where you're standing up and just a few of the seats in the middle. The only other place you can get a drink inside of the Magic Kingdom, I forgot the name off the top of my head.
It's a restaurant. It's like
the restaurant that's over there where right by the ice cream.
But it's like a fancy sit down.
It is. I'm just saying that's the only other place you can get an alcoholic beverage with. That was always the technical hack. Like, yes, technically you can have a drink. You can't walk around the park with it. You can't leave with it.
And I think they only serve wine or something. It's like beer and wine.
We're gonna get there how we get there.
Yeah, but it's also going to be cool to see what kind of themed drinks, because I don't know if you've been to Oga's Case, but the themed drinks are amazing. I love them. We both loved our drinks when we went to Oga's. So I bet there's gonna be some cool piratey
and the food they got because over at Oga's.
Yeah, hopefully some bar food. Some good bar food.
Wait, is there a date for that?
There's not a date that it's officially going to be open. That's why just the first rumor of it being open for sure is going to be in that time for Not So Scary. Yeah, for Mickey's. Yeah. So in that time period, I think maybe that's considered their soft opening because they only have to worry about nighttime and also select dates. So they can run through it before they actually get to a full opening for the whole public and everything. Yeah, because a soft opening for them would be that's a duration of a few months, only at nighttime again, and you kind of just run through your little kinks and all that kind of stuff. But I imagine there'll be more to come soon.
Exciting.
I love it. We all had pretty good ones.
All right, I think it's time for.
And now for the main event.
This is our weekly segment where we switch out a different game every week. So we're going to keep you on your toes. This first week, we are doing the Mount Rushmore of Disney smells. Exciting. So
lots of them.
I guess I'll kick us off because I'm curious if you guys agree with me or not. For my first one, this is a little niche, but I've always loved this smell and yeah. So it's the burning Rome in Spaceship Earth. You know when you go into
the what? The what?
Rome. You know the Spaceship Earth when you go into the different decades and periods.
What is it? Just like a fog machine?
I have no.
What? Oh my god! It's like this smell.
I can't think of the smell right now.
It's like burning ember. It's similar to I think Pirates of the Caribbean has a section that has that fiery smell.
Yeah.
But it's so overwhelming and it smells like an ember of wow. And I know somebody listening will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because
I guess I need to go on. I haven't been on in a minute.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was I'm sitting there thinking, What?
to
Yeah.
die for.
It's less than I've been on.
Okay, that's a good one.
It basically goes like top to bottom of like
Yeah.
the decade periods, and it's Rome when Rome burned to the ground, literally.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey loves the smell.
I love a historical piece. You know, my
All right,
next.
that was a good one.
Do you want to go one by one, or do you want to do?
Yeah,
all
we can
four
do that. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do my first one. This is going to be very basic, but obviously the popcorn anywhere, any of
Oh,
Disney.
okay.
You know,
So just popcorn in general.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you do when you get on the main street, you smell the popcorn. It's one of the best things about it. Just there's something about the smell of popcorn. Obviously, when it's not burnt, because burnt popcorn is the worst.
Yeah.
But they never do that. They don't burn their popcorn, and it smells great.
That's a great
So,
one. Very, very
That's my
valid.
first one.
I don't think anybody would disagree with you on that.
Yeah. And obviously the buckets, you know, a lot of people love the buckets.
Well,
We don't get all of them, but we have a
the
few.
best
Yeah.
popcorn, as you know, is inside of.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Which we
what
like
that
kind
room
of
is
recently
called.
discovered, and now every time we go, I have to get one.
Oh,
Well, the line is
And
always
it's
out
not
the door.
Trent's favorite. It's too much for his teeth.
it's
Oh,
gonna
you
be
didn't
enough for
like
me, though.
it?
It's too
I'm a-
stuck in your teeth.
No, it depends on which one you get. It's just
Yeah.
it's a lot sometimes. Like
yeah.
when you like the last time you got it, you said it lasted you how many days?
Yeah,
A
like a
week.
week.
That's
A week.
wild to me. That's
Yeah,
wild to
honestly,
me.
same. Because it has layers.
I just lost a rock.
But I enjoyed every day of it.
Can I ask you guys a question? When a rock falls, does the rock know?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, though,
Okay.
so my
You're number one.
my number not my number one is my number one supposed to be my favorite
No.
or just my
this is
first
in your order of.
in my
I
order?
mean, typically the number one would be your favorite one. Typically,
So
but it's
that was your favorite?
solely-
Was that one?
it's the one that really sticks with me the most.
So that's
like
your
when you
favorite?
To
say
me, these are my top four. So
top
I don't
four?
really have. I feel like these are all kind of tied
they're
know what
interchangeable.
I mean? because they're my Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Hello?
For me, not my first one, but definitely my first one is gonna be the afterwards of the fireworks show.
Yeah.
I like the smell of
But
the
like
like
The
kind of like the gunpowder that's
Just
still in
like
the air. To me,
Smoke and tears.
well, yeah. Hey, it smells yeah, but like magical kind of tears, you know.
yeah.
So
and you're coming down from that high of like what is the
I'm
last
still up there.
yeah.
what is the
I
last
got wings.
Listen, we all get emotional, including
Yeah.
Trent, at the show.
I had a moment last time we were there.
Done.
I had a moment last time we were there
Yeah.
where I was walking through and
That
it was
was great.
Fantasy
I was-
Land, yeah.
oh man, but just stare when
Or
there's
we
like
were
a
walking to Tiana's.
It's the best
moment,
place
yeah,
to watch it.
Yeah.
But I know for sure that the afterwards smelling like the fireworks to me, since we normally the way we kind of schedule our trips, which is
Yeah.
like a spoiler alert in case you ever catch us somewhere. We normally like to end whenever we're doing like a multiple day kind of trip at Magic at nighttime.
Yeah.
Just because that show kind of is a final wrap on things.
The finale.
So
of everything.
Whenever you hear someone say that like smell is like really attached to memory, it's like when I
Yeah.
smell that, it reminds me of like a job well done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we completed the mission.
Yeah.
So
It's like a good send off.
that's my first one.
I love
good.
that.
Wow.
love it.
Casey, number 2.
My number 2 is from Flight of Passage. You know,
Okay.
it's
Yep.
like when it's like the image where you're basically flying into like the waterfall.
I was gonna say that's the water.
But it
Ugh.
smells almost like I don't even know, like laundry. I don't know. It smells like really fresh, like a really fresh
Like
smell.
Hawaiian breeze.
Yes, and
Yeah,
just
that's
the
a good
feeling of. I remember the first time I rode that ride, and that is probably like the trippiest part of it when you're basically going down
Yeah.
into this waterfall, and
And like the breathing of the, the thing you're sitting on between
Oh,
your
yeah,
legs, which
yeah,
is like
yeah.
supposed to be
What are we talking about?
those. I don't even know what they're,
Banshee?
to be honest. Yeah. Was it a banshee?
Let me tell you something about the
well,
smell of
you're
that.
you're becoming a banshee.
Let me and speaking of becoming a banshee and the smell, it's all in one for me. Whenever I go on that ride, I don't know if it is the euphoria from the ride, if it's the smell.
Yeah.
But how many
I think
times have
'cause
I
it's like so immersive.
how many
Yeah.
listen, how many times have I taken my things off and I looked around because the
your
back of my
glasses.
head gets tight like I'm tripping and I am becoming a banshee. I've taken it off before. I just taken them off and been like
I cannot.
like I don't like I don't know what it. So for me, I don't know if I like it or don't like it. You know,
No,
I'm
I
in
love
the
it.
middle.
It's actually very similar to my number 2.
I just know that it's an experience.
Which is not the same, but
What?
mine is Soren.
Similar.
Yeah, very similar. And fun fact, actually has multiple smells. Can you
Mhm.
guess when they are in?
I know
Egypt.
the ocean is one.
Yes, which is Fiji.
I feel like there's a dirt one too,
The
isn't
Sahara
there?
Desert.
It's Africa, which is like a smell of grass, which I
Yeah.
love. So good. And then the other 2 is California, and it's like oranges.
California.
And then the other one is the Taj Mahal. It's
Yes.
roses.
I was gonna say,
know.
what does that smell like? I don't
I know.
remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so yeah, just fun fact that there's multiple smells in Soren. In another
Interesting.
ride, kind of like the Avatar, obviously not as crazy, but
No, I think the actual ride is the same though. I think they both
Yeah.
go up into that giant screen.
Mhm.
Like they both are basically the same thing with a different screen,
in
essentially.
the Soren, it's like IMAX, you know, it's like huge.
It's pretty relaxing.
compared to where like the Pandora thing, you're like in a room, you know what I mean?
In
Yeah.
Pandora, I am physically transforming into a winged beast. And on the other one, I'm cruising. The other one, I'm legit. I have to take off because reality and
Yeah.
not reality
Yeah.
become the same for me.
Yeah.
My second thing on my Rushmore is gonna be and I think from all of our trips we can somewhat kind of agree or be on the same level is the food court for All-Star Sports.
Really? Oh my god, that just
love
like
walking
touched
into that building.
my soul. I can't believe you just said that.
That's funny because I would have never thought of that.
I love walking. It has the perfect smell of like
Oh my god.
Pizza.
well of sugar and then like your childhood cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and
Like
in the
eating supplies because they're constantly cleaning it.
in the
all
best
day.
way. I think it's because honestly they're cooking a lot of the same things in
Yeah.
an open area
Mhm.
and all the smells come into one where it's like the bakery, the this, the that, you know what I mean? And that's very reminiscent of like a
Wow.
cafeteria kitchen. When you walk through that line like that,
Yeah.
it's all the same.
I think you know why too is because we always usually like the show will end and we'll get back in time to potentially get a snack at the food court.
I'm trying.
So it's like, you know, that smell is like
I'm
like
so
after a long day.
Mm-hmm.
impressed. I cannot believe
I'm
that
happy I
was,
impressed you.
and I'm almost mad I didn't think about it myself, honestly.
Yeah, that was a good
So
one.
I guess speaking of resorts, which mine is on the way other side of it, and I regret not doing All-Star Sports now in hindsight, but mine was the Polynesian.
Yeah.
Polynesian lobby. And I don't even think the three of us, I'm trying to think, have
No,
we ever?
we were actually talking about that.
I was saying last night. I literally said,
Yeah.
I keep hearing about that, and I personally, the only time
Wait,
I've seen
have you ever stepped inside?
not.
I don't
one
think
foot.
Trent has.
Not 1 foot.
I remember
Really?
we went, but
I haven't. No,
I
I've
think we just went and we just walked around. We didn't even go to the
the
restaurant.
most I saw was like the doors open
Oh, at a monorail.
on the monorail, and then I tried to peek in there, and as I was trying to peek in there was a person too that was trying to block me from peeking in there, and then it closed.
Wow.
I'm
So-
dead.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do that. Well, if we're gonna go to maybe dinner there,
No, spoiler, we're going there your birthday night. I think
Yeah.
that would be such,
I
no,
and
I
they
think
have
that's gonna be good.
and they have like a whole place that we can like hang out by the water, and like the
Yeah.
smells of that whole place. Like when you walk in the door, it
Mhm.
literally smells like a Hawaiian tropical.
And aren't Chip and Dale
Oasis.
always there?
I don't know.
Polynesian?
Someone's there.
I'm not sure.
I think
Moana?
they probably have
Everything's
a
Moana
bunch
now.
of characters.
Moana?
They've like renovated,
I'll take it.
but yeah, that's gonna be really nice when we go. So my third one is inside of the Mexico building. It's
Oh, see that?
yeah, it's like
okay.
kind of giving Disney water, but also mixed with tacos and tequila.
I love the lighting in there is
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, and it's just maybe the ambiance
When you
of it.
walk
It
in there, you
feels like
legit
it's
feel
like a-
you
like
went
a-
somewhere.
Well, it feels like it's a thunderstorm outside, and you're just like in this cozy.
Yeah,
I feel like I went to Mexico when I go in there. I've never been to Mexico, but I'll tell you what, I feel like I have been.
yeah, yeah. Well, and like there's
Wow.
obviously like everyone talks about Disney water, and there's multiple places that have Disney water, but I feel
Yeah.
like they really do all smell different.
They do.
I don't know
sure.
that. I feel like that's if I don't know.
I
If that's,
agree. Why
but
not?
I like the smell of the Mexico.
I don't have the science to disprove that.
What
at
a
all.
great take. I totally agree.
I would say definitely for me, it's gonna be when you walk over into like Toy Story Land, right where the restaurant is, where like Woody's lunchbox is. It just starts smelling like barbecue.
Yo, barbecue, yes.
The little chubby boy
I was
in
trying
me,
to picture like
and also
sweet,
the chubby
but like
grown man in me.
Or
Yeah,
like the tots because of the tachos right there.
It's just the smell of all of it.
but it's more savory than sweet.
It smells
right?
like barbecue sauce. It smells like barbecue sauce being heated up on a grill on a hot summer's eve, and your uncle just called over to you and said, "Hey, you want another?" And you look back and you say, "Yeah, I'll have another."
All right.
Yeah, well,
I totally
that's
agree.
how I feel. I love that smell.
Valid.
Dang.
Yeah.
DC, we're already on number 4.
So my last one, you kind of like somewhat said it, but it's not so much popcorn. It's literally Main Street as a whole. Like literally walking down Main Street. And I think we've spoken about this, that they actually pump scents into the air in that street to make you want to go.
There's so many different scents too, because there's like Starbucks and
No, it's the confectionery where they have all of the handmade sweets, but they actually pump out additional scents in Main Street to make you be like, oh, I kind of want a whatever apple,
which you always do.
Literally.
That's so true.
That's smart. They at the right time, you catch me.
Because I do like when they pump that smell out during the parades. I almost put that on my list. That's like one of my favorite things. Like
they pump out food smell.
If you've ever been to like Mickey's Not So Scary or Very Merry Christmas Party, they usually have a float like during the parade, and it'll pump out exactly like you're saying, like those smells of like the baking cookies. Like it smells so good, so good.
I love it.
Yeah, that's not even my number 4.
It's an artificial smell, but that is not.
Yeah, for sure.
It's real to me. It's like the Matrix.
It's real in my heart.
Yeah, when I wake up, when I go buy all that sugar, it was real.
Yeah. Wow, that was a good one. Okay, so my number 4, Haunted Mansion. I love the dusty old.
I was gonna say it smells like socks. Like, what is there to love?
No, it smells like old and like dusty. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just because I'm like a nice kid.
Yeah.
It just smells dirty, but
Yes.
I like it. I don't know. It's like nostalgia. Well, and just that being the oldest ride too, it kind of makes sense that it smells like that.
It's a very specific smell for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's.
And I love it.
Smell.
I love it.
I love it.
I hear you.
My last and my favorite is the smell on Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't have a pirate hat.
I was gonna say, for those of you that are listening and not watching, Trent has now outfit changed into a pirate.
Let me tell you something.
To a captain's hat specifically.
I am the captain now.
He's also wearing a fish shirt.
I'm not
with a bunch of tropical fish on it.
Yes, I was gonna say fishes shirt. If that's a plural, it is fishes.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I think fish is plural.
No, fishes actually. I learned that from this one guy who's a marine biologist. Because there's so many different species of fish, so when you group them together, you have to say fishes.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Wow. Maybe if you're talking about different types of fish, then saying
but when I'm going on that ride and they start blasting off those cannons and I start ducking, I'm the only
mixture.
I'm always the only person.
They have a fire smell in that ride too.
Yeah,
and that's why
I'm saying for him it's the mixture smell. Then it's the ride. It's the
water. No, but there is one part. There is one part that you're talking about where when you go through, it's like all kind of misty, and I don't know if it's because it's the aura of Jack Sparrow
with the boat,
or if it's when you go through that, it smells. It just smells to me like the beginning. In the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like to me. Okay. It smells like in the beginning.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
That was great, guys. I loved all of those.
They make candles of that one. So that.
Yes.
They do?
Listen, we're going to find those. We were already talking about that the other day.
That's wild to me. I need, thank you. I take 13 of them.
That was great, guys.
Well, that was our first segment of the Mount Rushmore of Magic. So next week it'll be a different game. You will see.
Yes.
So now I think it's time to get into our next segment called Whipped or Tripped, where we
Whip or Trip.
Okay. So whipped or tripped is basically where we give a hot take. We decide if it's whipped, it's a good take. If it is tripped, it is you leave it in the parking lot. We don't agree. And we could all have we could have different opinions on it. So if one person's whipped is another person's tripped, you know?
Okay. Cool.
So who wants to kick us off?
I think I'll go. I put boat over the monorail. My take is I like the monorail in the morning and I like the boat in the evening.
Yeah. You mean like at sunset or something?
Yeah. It has to be dark for sure. But yeah.
I could see that.
Or even sunset-y. Sunset to close. Boat.
I give that a whipped. I mean, I kind of agree.
Okay.
I mean, I love the monorail though. Like I literally have a statue of a monorail on my.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I love them both.
Classic.
I'm wearing this captain hat, and I feel like I have to double
You kind of
down.
have to. Yeah.
So, but I would say the way you have it structured definitely is
Well.
I think we both agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's people out there that are probably like just monorail people or just boat people.
You gotta mix it up,
whatever.
man. You gotta mix it up.
Yeah, I like a little bit of both, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. And just the breeze on the way back. I mean, it is Florida, so like if there's even a hot breeze, we'll take it.
You know, fun fact, there was actually just a really bad boat accident. And
no way.
Those people, Tiffany, are set for life.
This
one person has it recorded of like them falling and like hitting their head or their neck or whatever.
Wow.
I mean, it was a very small tap, but
it was have to take it every time then
to make damage. But I think that's like one of the first crashes I've ever heard with that boat. But it was recent. It was like last month or the month before.
No, I actually haven't heard of that.
All right.
Well, you want to go, babe?
I'll go.
Okay.
Big Star Wars guy here. Got a cup. Got a tattoo. Got a tattoo to prove it. But when I go through the whole part of Star Wars in Hollywood, I feel like it's extremely lackluster. I feel like lately it's become
walking around in that land.
When you walk around, I feel like out of all of the parts of the park, it's one of the least immersive ones where it's themed.
Whoa, I totally tripped. Do not agree at all. And I think if you were to have some Star Wars fans that have never been there, I think it's different because maybe you've seen it so much. And but if I've seen reactions of people that love Star Wars that actually get to see like the Millennium Falcon, and they're like, holy crap. Like,
and that's what I mean. I think that they have a lot of good stuff there, but I'm talking about like, how many times have we walked through realistically and barely stopped?
We just walk through.
Well, it might be because of me, because I'm not the biggest. I mean, for me, it doesn't mean as much.
I don't think it's because of.
There's like nothing going on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not because of you, because I'm a big fan and I don't stop not because I go there a lot, but yeah, if you haven't been, everything's going to be a crazy the first time. That's going to be any experience. Yeah. But realistically, when you walk around, there's a couple of spaceships. They don't have as many characters in character as they used to.
Sometimes they have the people where it looks like they're like working on the ship.
But at the same time, when you see that though, you predominantly see that on videos. We've been there so many times and I have not seen those people as much as I've seen them on other people's videos. And we've been there since the beginning has been open.
I am shocked because like for me, I've always found it a little underwhelming, but it's because I'm not a huge fan of it. So like if it was a franchise that I loved, then
I'm almost torn. I'm kind of in the middle because I think the just land of itself, it is really cool. All the stuff in it is really cool. So. But then it's like almost all the same color too. So maybe that's a thing with like your eyes.
Is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be so basically
I mean, it's like that.
Well, listen, the whole place it's an outpost.
Yeah.
So it's not a representation of the whole galaxy or realm of there. It's just
it was more like almost like Epic Universe. Sorry to say, but like how they're they like are very immersive and like have all these characters like all the time out. I feel like that would like play a bigger role if they had that there.
Well, that and just I mean, if you break down what they're,
and I know they do it like probably.
I think that it's big. There's a lot of cool things to see, but in terms of immersion, like that goes beyond just the visual thing. You know what I mean? I think there's some opportunities for like the only place where they have like a gift shop is the same area right there where they have the food, instead of it being spread out like this part there's this restaurant, this part there's this restaurant. It's like all in just
like not immersive for stuff you don't have to pay for, because obviously you could pay to go into Oga's, then you could pay to do the lightsaber, you could you know there's things like that, but there's not things like if you were just walking through the land that really like catch your eye if you've been there multiple times.
I think the next time we go, because to be honest, I've actually never even explored that land. I mean, I've been there just as much as like we've peeked in, the three of us. So like maybe really show me around and we'll have a new profound appreciation. You know, we might notice something that we didn't notice.
We'll have another hot take.
I hope so, because one time me and Tiffany stayed there until the whole entire park ended to wait to get we were on like the last queue for.
I think that was our first time riding it though.
It was the first time, yeah, but at the same time.
The Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
That was right when it came out.
And we were there the whole time. So that's my hot take. I knew it was going to be a little controversial, especially because, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan. But also,
I wonder if you'll change your mind. You know, we'll see
think
in a few weeks.
I think where my
I don't think he's saying that he hates it.
No,
like, he's just saying.
Well, what I'm saying is because I'm a Star Wars fan, my expectation is probably going to be higher.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna the basic fan is gonna walk in there and their mind's gonna be blown. But after that, it's like, what else though? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they keep you coming back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, good one.
I hear that. All right, mine.
I know you've been dying to tell us yours.
Well, I think you already know it, and I think it's the wildest take in the West. But
okay, I'm ready.
The cheeseburger spring rolls.
Oh my gosh. Are you joking?
Disgusting.
Are you joking? Yes.
They are disgusting. They are so overhyped. And
listen, guys, Casey's palate is on a different level.
Listen, if you don't like pickles, which I think I would argue, and this is being generous.
Yes, there's a lot of non-pickle people.
20% people do not like, and that's me being like probably way more than that. If you go into this not knowing that there's pickles in it, and you're like chewing on it, and you're like, why am I not loving this? Like the rest of the world loves this. What is wrong with this? You try it 3 or 4 times, then you almost gag on it on your last try because you're like, something
she liked
is in
it the first time. Tell me she didn't like it.
No, I didn't, Tiffany. I have a video of me trying it for the first time, and like
you
literally,
said, I don't know, and I said try.
No, because I literally took the bite and I was like, because you guys were like 10, it's a 10, and I was like, I took the bite and I was like,
because we love pickles.
If you're talking about insert that. We want to see. People need to know.
Oh yes, the clip.
I would, you know.
Oh, I will.
So you want
to? I will. You'll see my head tilt. I was like,
okay.
And then you were like,
in the right direction.
you were like, try the sauce, and I'm like, I mean, maybe that'll save it. But
and
then
you said the sauce made it better that time.
The sauce made me. The sauce made.
It has pickles in the sauce.
Sauce has pickles in there.
Yeah.
But the sauce made me not.
And
taste
I think
pickle.
because she knew that, and she says she didn't know that.
I swear
afterwards. But
I swear on my life. I just found out on my birthday when I literally Googled it because I was eating it, thinking like everyone loves these. I should love them. You know, like, and they're not theoretically. Everything else in them tastes good. So I'm just like, what is wrong?
Well, I say tripped for sure. But also, you love the pepperoni egg roll, and we don't like it.
It's really hard. It's hard to mess that up.
Wrong. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
I just thought it was okay.
I thought one was better than the other one.
I thought it could have been cheesier, to be honest. There was too much pep.
Whoa.
I needed more cheese.
Whoa. Too much roni. Too much roni.
It was all right, but I would 10 out of 10 every time.
The reason why I would disagree about the cheeseburger and the pickles, right, is because you don't eat pickles, okay?
Yeah.
Going to a steakhouse and having a delicious filet mignon may not be your thing if you're a vegan, but that doesn't make it not a filet mignon.
No, but the difference is that we're not just eating pickles. We're eating something that happens to have pickles. Whereas like a filet mignon, you know you're going there for a juicy steak. I had no idea that there was.
I'm just saying.
I guess they should maybe disclose the ingredients.
They should.
I think they should make it more of a secret.
No.
Lock it up.
No, and then when I was literally mid-bite, Googled it, and then the explanation behind it was like it's supposed to be like a McDonald's cheeseburger. That like everything that's on that is like there's also mustard.
Because you know what Big Mac sauce has? Pickles.
And you know I don't like mustard either. So as I'm reading the ingredients that are in this, I'm mid-bite, halfway through it.
Mustard.
Yeah.
It was a horrible experience, but now I know why. And that's my hot take that I know many people will not agree with, but they are overhyped and
I'm curious to
garbage.
hear what other people think.
Drop it in a comment below.
Yeah, let us know.
I
Cheeseburger
know
egg roll or nah?
I'm probably alone in my thought, but I shouldn't
Pickles
be
or
because,
nah?
well,
All right. I think we're going to introduce the queue line.
Ooh, so the queue line, we don't have anything to share just yet, but the queue line is going to be our place for you listeners to write in, drop comments. We'll feature you. Maybe at some point you'll like record a nice little message and we'll share it on the pod.
Figure out a whole phone number.
But Trent, give us a sound for it.
So whenever that comes up and you're hearing the segment and everything, that's exactly what you're going to hear is our little sound clip.
Who's waiting in the queue?
So it'll be a place for our listeners to give their opinions, their
Hello?
hot takes.
Hey.
I got a hot take.
Hot take.
Yes.
So you never know if you'll be featured on the queue line. And the idea behind that is queue is spelled like a line queue. It's what you overhear when you're in line, when you're eavesdropping on a conversation. That is our queue line. So without further ado, I think it's time to exit through the gift shop.
Thanks for listening to the second official episode of the Dole Whipped Destination podcast. If you've made it this far, you're one of us officially. Good news is the next episode is already out.
Trent,
So
no,
it's not. Oh,
That was the first one.
is that the first one?
so it'll be out next Sunday.
Yeah.
Either way, we just wanted to make sure that you can get all of our stuff on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts at. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Also, check us out on Instagram and TikTok, where we'll be putting shorts on there.
Yep.
And drop
We
a
got some
comment
stuff coming
below. You can end up on the queue line.
That's right.
All right.
And remember, we'll see you real soon.
Try it again.
Wait,
1,
wait.
2, 3. So we'll see. Nailed
no,
it.
don't say so easy.
Love you. Bye.